Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the visiting Tigers. Number 30, Helene Cabrera. Number 21, Leah Mohia. Number 25, Sarah Guardado. Number 3, Emma Monterola. And number 22, Emily Gomez. And they are coached by Mr. Dave Yura. And now, the starting lineup for your Clifton Mustangs. Forward, number 11, Liaison. Guard number 3, Jasmine. Guard number 10, Stephanie Blackman. Center number 12, Katie Abreu. And guard number 1, Christina. And making his head coaching debut, Mr. Nick Giordano. Remove your caps and face our American flag, located at the north end of the gymnasium, as we honor America by playing our national anthem. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Clifton, New Jersey. As today, inside Clifton's High School's gymnasium is a girls' varsity basketball game. We bring it to you live, Clifton Live Stream Sports, as your host, the Clifton Mustangs, takes on the visiting Dover Tigers. Clifton coming off a victory on Thursday versus Bergen Tech to push their record to 13-12 for the season. They are now 6-4 in the Big North Liberty. The Dover Tigers come in winless as they're coming off a loss versus Dwight Morrow by a score of 59-52. This is the last regular season game for the Clifton Mustangs, as on Tuesday they will be on the road for the first round of the states. So getting prime for states as we open up here with Ramos short. She gathers her own rebound, short again, and rebound comes now back out to, that's number 22, Emily Gomez. She is a sophomore. Emily Gomez was thinking about it, and looks like a double dribble will be called. Double dribble on Gomez. First turnover of the game. On the bench for Clifton is Coach Nick Giordano and Coach Sinkwe. Lindsay Sinkwe on the bench. Coach Giordano making his coaching debut. He will call the shots here today, as this again is the last regular season game. Nice pass weak side. Abreu there, no. Comes back out, and Bergoglio will regroup. As here is Ramos. Ramos foul on the floor. That will be on Gomez. First team foul, first personal foul on Gomez. Nice move by Ramos. And certainly Clifton led by their seniors, right? You have number 1, Bergoglio on the floor, number 10, Stephanie Fuente on the floor. And here is Jaya Ramos coming off a game in which she scored 16 points versus Bergen Tech. Certainly one of the leading scorers for Clifton as she knocks down the first down. Nice shot there by Ramos. And off back iron, rebound comes back out to Gomez. She's pressured up court by Ramos. Gomez over midcourt. Here's Leah Majorca. Majorca on the ball. Good defense here by Flete. Flete in baseline. No. Good block. Rebound. Where is it? Hit the backboard, and that'll be Clifton possession. Here is Ramos with a friendly roll. Ramos with all 3 points so far today. Getting off to a good start. High pressure there by Flete. Ball handling skills here by number 30. That is Halel Cabrera, but it's stolen. And Clifton on transition off the back iron. Who's there? Ramos. Flete will resettle. And here is Bergoglio. Pressured up high here by Gomez. Finds Ramos. Ramos, no. Was a little bit too far underneath the basket. And Dover in transition. But look at Flete come back. Hustling hard. And that's the one staple for Clifton this year has been their transition defense. And once they settle into defense, locking down. Certainly, one thing they have been very consistent in is their defense stance, being able to do that. And here is a good layup there. Nice pass underneath. As that's Monterola, Emily Monterola, Abreu, Ramos. Yes! Defense to offense works here for Clifton. 5-2 lead. It was just underway here, first quarter. Last regular season game as the steal by Bergoglio. Ramos again off glass. No. Ramos gathers her own rebound, trying to find somebody, but it's stolen there by number 30, Cabrera. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll still be Dover ball. Dover coming in again winless, but if you look at their record and in recent games, all their last 4 losses have all been single digits. So certainly the team is competitive, just losing close games. Jump ball here, it'll be in possession for Dover. So certainly not a team to overlook, as the other night here against Bergen Tech. Clifton got off to a little bit of a slow start, but certainly then throughout the game was able to grasp control and led by their defense, right? So certainly that helped them, and they were able to win double digits. Here's a free look, no. Rebound, no. Comes back out, third chance opportunity, tip to Bergoglio. And Christina Bergoglio will push. Finds Mullen in transition. She knocks it down off glass. Nice pass by Bergoglio. And speaking of seniors, Christina Bergoglio on Thursday night, 26 points. Along with a number of steals, assists. Certainly the leader of the team, Christina Bergoglio, leading transition there as Dover coach David Ura. He will call an early timeout, 32nd timeout, settle his team down 5. Only 1 team foul so far here, first quarter, early stages. And as we mentioned earlier, Clifton qualifying for states. As they enter into this contest with a 13-12 record, which is quite remarkable, knowing that they won 12 games the last 2 years combined. So credit the coaching staff, led by Coach Lou Latito, of course Nick Giordano, Lindsay Sinkyu. All of them play such an integral part in the development of these players. Certainly you have Steve Sarzano at the JV level helping out. So, you know, you have so many contributing people that help. And again, it's just not the games. You know, obviously it's all the practices, all the off the court responsibilities, and certainly it certainly paid dividends, led by seniors who gained valuable experience at the varsity level these last couple years, and it's come to fruition here this year. There's no question. They play Kearney on Tuesday as Anna Payomo with a front court foul. That's her first team foul. So certainly, you know, this year has been led by seniors Bergoglio, Ramos, Flete, Gianna Colon, who unfortunately is injured, certainly on the bench, helping out the coaching staff. And, you know, you're getting valuable contributions also off the bench from underclassmen that will serve this team well next year. So you're getting contributions also, certainly from, for example, Natalie Vasquez as Payumo in the steal. She'll hand off to Bergoglio. Bergoglio, Ramos off glass. No, back iron. Rebound comes out to Dover. Trying to get it is number 21, Leia Majorca. She can't handle, but Dover will inbounds. Down 5, 4:40 here left to go. First quarter.
Dover inbound.
Inbounding is number 22, Emily Gomez. High pressure up the court by Clifton. Dover trying to settle. Here's number 3, Emilia Monterola. Monterola lost the handle. Another turnover by Dover. That's 3 turnovers already early as Stephanie Flete. High press here by Dover. Bergoglio finds Flete. Ramos. Payumo. She'll pull it out, regroup, and they'll resettle with Bergoglio. Casey Mullen. Mullen with the foul. No. Almost a traditional 3. It just fell off the left iron, but she will go to the line shooting 2. Second team foul for Dover. 4:13 left to go here first quarter as Mullen will go to the line. And she misses the front end. Casey Mullen, sophomore, total of 84 points this year, 75 rebounds, 22 assists, a couple blocks on the year, 30 steals. So an all-around good player is Casey Mullen. Again, just as I mentioned, underclassmen getting valuable experience at the varsity level. Casey Mullen falls into that category. As Dover, high screen, out to the wing. Monterola, but it's foul on the floor, and that'll be the first on Ramos. Came in with the hand a little bit too much. I'll be on the floor. Second team foul here for Clifton. 2 team fouls apiece. As they'll look to inbounds. Having a problem doing so as she gets the ball out of bounds. So, again, they'll reset to 5 seconds. As, again, looking to inbounds is Gomez. Finds Monterola underneath to Gomez. Blocked from behind by Mullen. Bergoglio in transition. Bergoglio left-handed off glass, but no, she will draw the foul, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Nice push there by Bergoglio. And you can see Mullen gathering the rebound and with the block, then leading to transition, and she knocks down the first shot. The crowd here in Clifton High School is certainly cheering on the Mustangs' last home game of the year. Hard to believe winter season is coming to a close, and unfortunately from the forecast, she knocks down the second. Winter is still upon us, as somehow yesterday the forecast went from 1 to 3 inches in the morning, and you know, as I was driving here to the game this morning, they're saying anywhere from 12 to 18, and you know, certainly not what we all want to hear, knowing, you know, we're just coming out of the recent snowstorm. But You wonder if that will impact state games, because all state games do start on Tuesday. So you wonder if this snowstorm that's coming in Sunday into Monday, as all first-round games now are taking place on Tuesday, starting with the 1-seed West Orange. They play the 16-seed North Bergen. In that bracket, you have the 9-8 seeds. That's Union City, Patterson, Eastside. The 5-12 seeds, that's Livingston, Montclair. Clifton is the 13th seed. They play the 4-seed Kearney. So the winner of that game on Tuesday, that's a 6 p.m. start, will play the winner of Livingston, Montclair. That game would be on Thursday, the 26th. Further down the bracket, you have the 3-seed Ridgewood playing the 14th seed Bloomfield. Again, this is the NJSIAA Section 1 Group 4 tournament. 11-seed Passaic County Tech plays the 6-seed Fairlawn. And rounding out the bracket, you have 7-seed Parsippany Hills versus 10-seed East Orange. And the 15th seed Memorial takes on the 2-seed Morristown as Vasquez gets a hand on the inbounds pass. So that rounds out the first round games. Again, that'll be on Tuesday. First round, Clifton will be on the road versus Kearney at 6 p.m. Up 9-2 here, early stages. Bringing up the ball here is Cabrera. Cabrera, Gomez. Gomez, no. Rebound, where is it? Comes out to Monteriola. And Dover will retain possession. No, I'm sorry. It's actually Clifton ball. My bad. As
you called Dover ball. You called Dover ball.
Looks like they're just trying to get things in order here. All right, so it looks like Mr. Lessler making sure everybody's on the same page, and it is going to be Dover ball. I thought that's what the call was, as Gomez will look to inbounds. Trying to find the wing here. Can't do it. That is Majorca. Here is number 30, Cabrera. Cabrera out to the wing off the back iron. Rebound, Bergoglio. She's tripped up at the... Oh, she's going to call it travel. I'm sorry. I thought she was foul on the call, but no. Travel violation. So Giordano doesn't like the call, certainly making sure that they're on the same page with the officials. And looks like Gomez will look to inbounds again. Trying to find anybody. Good defense here. Inbounds, no. Where is it? Clifton ball. Good hands by Vasquez coming back. Making her presence felt. On the floor right now you have Healy. Bergoglio. Stolen here by Gomez. Ramos, Vasquez, and Flete as Dover looks to reset. Stolen. Good hands by Ramos. Flete on transition. Yes. 7-8 Flete on transition. Ramos with the steal. Leads to easy bucket. Up 11-2 now is Clifton. High screen. What's the call? High screen there on number 25. That's going to be a foul called on Gordado. As she came in late. That's her second, and Dover already has 14 fouls here in the first quarter with Bergoglio. Up to Vasquez, just beyond her reach. Healy, good save by Vasquez. She'll come around and curl. Weak side here to Flete. Bergoglio. She's defended well there by Cabrera. Out to the wing here, Flete. Baseline here to Vasquez. Vasquez trying to turn. No, tough shot. Rebound, where is it? Comes back out. Good fight there by Vasquez underneath. She is a junior. She'll now look to inbounds as Healy will. 2:31 left here. 11-2. Clifton in control with the ball with Bergoglio. Healy. Healy double teamed up top. Needs to dribble out of it. Needs to be careful. Looking for anybody. Stolen by Dover, but comes back out to Bergoglio. Bergoglio off glass. Yes. Christina Bergoglio off the steal at midcourt. Knocks it down. And here is number 21 once again trying to bring the ball up court is Majorca. And a foul is called. Ramos with her second personal early. And checking in. Montoya and Abreu will check in. Coach Giordano rotating his bench, making sure everybody gets shot here. As As Ramos looking to steal. Good hands by Abreu, but it'll still be Dover ball. 2:04 left to go here in the first quarter. As Gomez looks to check in. Finds number 21, Majorca. Shot, no. Rebound, where is it? Ramos. That's her third rebound. Cristina Bergoglio looking to push. Flete, clean look at a three off the front iron. No, rebound comes back out. Montoya trying to find Abreu. Stolen there by Monterolo of Dover. She'll look to settle. She finds number 21, that's Majorca. Out to the wing here is Cabrera. Cabrera around the curl, defended well by Flete. Inside here, Gomez. Defended by Bergoglio. Deep three off glass. No. Rebound. Where is it? Ramos gathers her fourth. Could have been a foul there. No call. But loose ball comes to Flete. Flete off glass and true. Stephanie Flete knocks it down. Now 15-2 in favor of Clifton. Dover looking to bring the ball up court with Cabrera. Cabrera, no. Rebound Flete. Good defense by Stephanie Flete, senior. Ramos, front iron, no. Fighting for her own rebound. Give her credit. Still hustling here. As bringing the ball up court is number 3, Monterola. Ramos again, and the foul will be on Ramos. That's early foul trouble. That's her third already. Here we are in the first quarter. She's going to have to be taken out, and Giordano does take it out. Coach Giordano will say, good hustle, though, there by Ramos. I mean, both ends of the court, on the floor, giving it everything she has. Senior leadership right there, certainly. Despite the scoreline being up 13, still hustling. But third foul, she's going to have to sit just a little bit. As checking in is Mullen along with Payumo. Stolen by Bergoglio. Bergoglio, yes. Dover having a hard time handling the full court press. Here is again Flete on defense. Cabrera inside, no. Rebound, where is it? Bergoglio gathers. Bergoglio again has a lane, and she knocks it down. Cristina Bergoglio had 26 points the other day. She's well on her way here today. Dover will look to settle down 19-2. Deep three, no, and that will round out the first quarter. A quarter dominated by the Clifton Mustangs as they lead 19-2. And we'll be back at the start of the second quarter. Welcome back here to Clifton, New Jersey, Clifton's high school gymnasium. As Clifton well on their way. I mean, listen, it's early. It's still second quarter, but up 19-2. Vasquez, good feed. What a beautiful move by Vasquez. Wow. No hesitation there from the pass from Flete. With the left hand off glass. That was nice. Here again, here's number 13. Here's Gomez. Out to the weak side shot. No, rebound comes out Healy. Sonia Healy, again, another underclassman getting valuable experience. She's double teamed. She's going to have to try to get out of it. What's the call? As Coach Giordano will call a timeout. Well, That's a good timeout. He'll call a 30-second. He saw that certainly Healy was in trouble with the double team. Didn't want to cause a turnover there. Certainly a turnover was coming, so he calls a 30-second just to make sure that they're on the same page. Obviously, they're going to expect a full court press here from Dover throughout. 21-2 is the scoreline. 7:30 left to go here in the second quarter. And just looking up and down these stats, certainly Haley Abreu, she's seen some time today. She's a senior. She again has 27 total rebounds. Here on the floor is Bergoglio, Flete, Vasquez, Payumo, and Healy. And we're mentioning Healy. She is an integral part of this team too. Certainly someone who has contributed greatly this year. Turnover there as Payumo couldn't find Healy. And Sonia Healy, a junior, she averages 6 rebounds per game. 32 total points, 16 assists, 40 steals. So very active on the defensive end is Healy. She'll be a senior next year. Along with Vasquez, who's on the floor. And we look at Natalie Vasquez. She is a junior. Again, she has 86 total rebounds this year. 59 points. 12 blocks. So someone who, again, underclassman, who has contributed greatly to the success of the Mustangs this year. So a couple underclassmen on the floor. 3 seniors, and here is Bergoglio. Bergoglio in transition, taking it hard, and she knocks it down. Christina Bergoglio, despite the contact, could have been a foul call there, but no, but she was able to, off glass, put it in 23-2. Dover has not scored in quite a while. Nearly stolen by Bergoglio. Deep 3 off glass, no, rebound comes out. Where is it? Payumo and Castillo were battling for it. So it'll be Dover ball as Montoya, Abreu, and Mullen check in. Vasquez, Healy, and Payumo will take a seat. Nice minutes there off the bench there from those 3. As Abreu, the senior, checks in inside off glass. Yes, off the inbounds. That's Natalia Castillo knocks it down. First points in a while here for Dover. 23-4. Here's Montoya. Mullen trapped in the corner, trying to find anybody on the weak side, but she throws it wildly away. Turnover there for Clifton. Was trying to find Abreu, but the double team there in the corner forced a turnover as Dover will inbounds with number 32, Castillo. Bringing the ball up the court here is Cabrera. Castillo. Castillo was thinking about it. She pulls it back out to Gomez. Here is number 30, Cabrera. Good defense there by Mullen. Flete there, and she had a hand on it. Was able to get off the leg of Castillo. So Clifton will regain possession with Mullen to Bergoglio. 5:40 and change now left to go. First half. Half dominated by Clifton. Mullen. Stolen by Dover. Another turnover there. That's Gomez. And the foul, I believe, what's the call there? No, it's going to be out of bounds. Monterola looked to dribble, but lost control. So Clifton will regain possession. Bergoglio double team up high. Left-handed dribble in the paint. Knocks it out to Flete. A clean 3. Way off the mark. Rebound comes out. Trying to be saved by Montoya. But the ball went out of bounds. So it'll be Dover ball.
All right, guys, let's go. Take it off, let's go. Get it back.
The score is 4-2 here in the second quarter. A deep 3, no. Rebound comes back out, and off the back iron, third chance opportunity, and it's knocked down there. Castillo with back-to-back buckets for Dover. Now score 23-6. Bergoglio off the double team. Right-handed dribble. Finds Flete along the baseline. Bergoglio takes it. Why not? Off the front iron. Rebound comes back out. Good fight there by Montoya. But Dover in transition. Here is Dover. And yes, Cabrera off transition. Knocks it down. So a little push here by Dover. Forcing some turnovers. Certainly, Clifton still up 23-8. And there's another turnover again by Bergoglio. Here is Gomez. Gomez with a floater, yes. Nice basket there by Leslie Gomez. Now the score 23-10. Little push here by Dover. Here is Montoya. Abreu, good look there. Passing around, stolen by Gomez. Trying to find a teammate, but Bergoglio hustles back. Good transition defense by Bergoglio. Not giving up on the play. But she throws it away to Gomez. Here is Cabrera, and she loses possession as Fuente comes back. Ooh, little helter-skelter play here going back and forth. As checking back in is Payumo, Vasquez, and Mullen. So 3 in, 3 out. And Dover will look to inbounds underneath. And good hands there by Bergoglio, but Dover will retain possession. So certainly here, Dover outscoring Clifton here in the second quarter, 8-4. So here, set play underneath. Where is it? Basket is true by Scales. Jayla Skates, number 24, her first bucket of the game. Here's Healy with the double team. Nearly stolen again. What's the call? Coach Giordano looking to call a timeout. Want to settle down his team here. As certainly there has been in the last 3 to 4 minutes a push by Dover to knock the lead down to 23-12. So you're looking at 10 points in the quarter so far for Dover, 4 for Clifton. So they're outscoring Clifton by 6 points here in the second quarter. So, plenty of time left to go in this game. Don't want to be careless. Want to fall back into your good routines. Certainly you want to make sure that you get into your possessions on offense. Make sure you come back on defense. There have been at least 3 or 4 turnovers that certainly were, unnecessary to say the least in terms of, pressure, just, throwing the ball away. So those turnovers have led to points, which again leads to momentum shifts. So here you just want to be careful. Coach Giordano making sure that he settles his team down, make sure they understand exactly what's going on here. 3:33 left to go here, first half. So, want to get back into your offensive sets. Make sure you do get back on defense. He'll send out the same 5 that were on the floor. As timeout comes to an end, 3:33 left to go here in the first half. Still no fouls called either side here in the quarter. So no team fouls either side. So that won't come into play here. 3, though, personals on Ramos. So since she's set, certainly there has been a momentum shift. Ramos for 3 fouls early stages, second quarter, had a sit. So you could see that has turned the tide. And another turnover here by Dover, thrown away by Healy. Dover looks to push. Here is number 13, Gomez. She finds Cabrera. Gomez for 3. No, rebound. Good rebound there by Healy, boxing out. She looks to dribble up court. Mullen here. Mullen. Vasquez. Vasquez knocks it down. Nice pass by Mullen. Finds Vasquez. And Vasquez with the left hand. Finally a bucket here for Clifton. Break the streak here by Dover. Here's Gomez. Gomez for 2, no. Rebound, long rebound comes out, and Fuente will gather. And she's looked to push up court with Mullen. Mullen over midcourt. Mullen attacking the baseline off the front iron. No, rebound comes back out to Gomez and Dover. Finds a teammate here with Cabrera. Cabrera in transition. Good defense by Payumo coming back, forcing the turnover. Here is Healy. Fuente. Healy had a look, but she decides to pass to Mullen. Payumo, 12-footer, yes! Payumo knocks it down. Good ball movement there by Clifton. Now 27-12. Crowd getting into it here at Clifton High School. Deep 3 by Dover, no. Vasquez there, yes. Finds Mullen. Mullen now high press. Good screen by Healy. Mullen, left-handed dribble. Good ball handling skills. Tries to find Vasquez, but Payumo with the floater. No. Cabrera there, but Fuente hustles back. Stephanie Flete. Good hustle back. 27-12. Now, minute 40 left to go here, first half. Healy to Mullen. Flete for three. No. Rebound. Vasquez. She draws the foul. As Natalie Vasquez will go to the line. Foul will be called on Skates. Jayla Skates, her first personal, first team foul, first foul called in the quarter. So Natalie Vasquez will go to the line, making her presence felt here today. Couple nice buckets underneath with the left hand. Free throw, yes. Checking in now is Ramos and Bergoglio. And Healy and Mullen will take a seat. Again, two underclassmen contributing so much here to the success of the Clifton Mustangs. As they will sit down, as you have Payumo, Ramos. Looks like a foul, shooting violation. You have Payumo, Ramos, Flete, Bergoglio, and Vasquez on the floor. Score is 28-12 as we approach the 1:30 mark here. Stolen by Flete. Good hands. Comes out to Bergoglio, gives a help. Here is Ramos underneath. No! Off the front iron, but she gathers her own rebound. Looking to pull it out. Flete there. Good bounce pass to Bergoglio for three. Yes! Christina Bergoglio with a three. Nice bounce pass there by Flete, finding Bergoglio. Now scored 31-12. Here is now Dover. Monterola comes back out here to number 21, Majuka. Dover looking to settle now, less than a minute. Good hands there by Ramos. Need to be careful. They want to have a fourth foul there early. And it looks like there's a moving screen called on Dover. Offensive foul will now give possession to Clifton with 48.8 seconds left to go now in the first half. No rush here for Clifton, up 31-12. Here is Flete. Flete right-handed dribble along the baseline, trying to cause a foul, and she does. So she should go to the line. I'm not sure if that's in the act of shooting or they're going to call it on the floor. That I'm not sure. And looks like it'll be inbounds. It's going to be on the floor. Gomez, second personal, third team foul already here for Dover in the quarter. As Bergoglio will look to inbounds, trying to find anybody. Finds Flete. Flete right-handed dribble Bergoglio. Bergoglio stolen by Gomez. Here is Monterola. Coming back is Bergoglio. Bergoglio with the steal. Bergoglio. Vasquez. Vasquez, no. Had a good look, but it was off the back iron. And where's the ball going to be? In possession of Dover. And they will take over possession with 22 seconds left to go now in the first half. Out to the wing here now is Majuka. Majuka. Here is Gomez. Number 22, Emily Gomez. And looks like a travel will be called as Vasquez came along. Still have time for one shot. Clifton wants to take it with 6.7 seconds left. And Bergoglio with 5. Bergoglio with 3. Bergoglio for 3. No. Rebound comes back out to Dover. And that will conclude the first half as the Clifton Mustangs lead by a score of 31-12. And we will be back at the start of the second half shortly.
supposed to work a funeral. That we're not going to do it. Everybody's 4 films are going to we're going to be off. And I have a feeling Tuesday will be delayed. Yeah, I can see that too. I know.
That update, Christina has a look at the story. And a lot of dreams for the updates. Thank you. No problem. That's all I got for you. No problem. I hope. I'm not aggressive with you.
Clifton to inbound as we begin the second half of play. Clifton to inbound.
Communicate, let's go!
Let's go, stop. Get that, Casey, let's go. Christina, get that back. Let it, Christina, go.
Go, guys! I know, defense, hands up!
Stay on your feet. Let's go.
Thomas Sykes number 24 Vasquez, first personal against Vasquez.
As front iron. 31-12 here now in favor of Clifton. Rebound comes out here, Mullen. Bergoglio for three. No, rebound comes back out. Gomez box out. Comes out at the Dover. Bergoglio fighting for it, but comes back out to Dover.
Thomas Sykes number 1 Bergoglio, first personal against Bergoglio. Dover inbound.
Be smart, be smart! Let's go, Mustang!
Now Dover will inbounds. 7 minutes left to go here in the quarter. 31-12 in favor of Clifton. They did outscore Dover 12-10 in the second quarter, 19-2 in the first. Here is Bergoglio with a steal, and she knocks it down. Christina Bergoglio able to put it in, and here is now, nearly a travel by Dover. Gomez looking to push up. Gomez, but Bergoglio coming back. Good hands there. Flepe helping out her teammate. Bergoglio looking for Ramos off the front iron. Had a clean look, but couldn't knock it down. But the ball now comes back out to Dover. Hard to believe that we are wrapping up winter live stream sports today. We'll take a little bit of a break. We'll pick it up again at the end of March as spring sports will be underway. We will bring to you live girls and boys lacrosse. We will bring to you live boys baseball. Beautiful field over at Woodrow. Girls softball, boys volleyball. So certainly we'll be busy as we enter into the late stages of March, early April. As Vasquez there, a good hustle. Finds Mullen. Mullen in the paint. Finds Ramos. Ramos battling. No. Rebound. Could have been a foul, and it is a foul. It'll be a two-shot foul as Ramos will go to the line. Good hustle there by Jaya Ramos. Gathering her own rebound. And she will go to the line as Mojica. Her first team foul on Dover. And certainly so many people to thank for Clifton Live Stream Sports, starting with the athletic director, Tom Mohey. Certainly he's the one who allows for this to happen. Certainly want to give shout out to Miss Marchione. She's the one who makes sure that we get paid. So, certainly thank you to Miss Lori Marchione over at the front office. And of course our crew who, we love what we do. We like bringing it to you. I'm here today with Miss Huster. I'm Marcello Monti. Miss Huster's here on the camera doing the scoreboard. Two of us here. Happy to bring it to you. Of course, Vincent Chanchulo, Harry Vanderhey, Deanna DeCourt, and of course we're led by Mark Mecca. And, once we take a break here, we'll get the schedule for spring, and once spring comes around, right around spring break, we'll bring to you all live stream sports for spring here. And here is Mullen. Speaking of spring, Mullen off the back iron. Casey Mullen, as a freshman, started as shortstop for softball, and we're looking forward to bringing to you softball. Certainly they had a good season last year. They turned it around. So girls softball, they play over at Columbus, of course. We'll bring to you live girls softball too as Mullen will inbounds. Fires across to Flete. Good hands by Flete. Could be a backcourt, but it's deflected by Gomez, so no backcourt call there. Here is Bergoglio. Bergoglio avoids the pressure. Bergoglio trying to find Vasquez, but it's off the hands of Gomez. Good look there by Bergoglio, but Gomez got her hand across, and Clifton will retain possession here with Mullen. Yeah, Mullen, Vasquez, Ramos, Flete, and Bergoglio on the floor. Mullen, sophomore. Trying to find Ramos. Ramos gathers underneath. Ramos with the right hand off glass. No. Rebound comes out to Gomez. Trying to find teammate, but Bergoglio with the steal. And with the teardrop, knocks it down. Christina Bergoglio had 11 points in the first half. Here again to the weak side is Dover. Deep shot, Majuka. No. Rebound comes out to Ramos. Her fifth. Here is Bergoglio looking to push up the floor, up 35-12, but she lost the handle. But it'll still be Clifton ball. As checking in is Sonia Healy. As good minutes there by Mullen. She will take a seat. Flete. High pressure there, but avoids the pressure to Bergoglio. Nice pass here to Ramos. Ramos with contact. No. Rebound Gomez comes back out here to Dover as they look to push up the court. Here is Majuka. Majuka knows. Good hands by Flete on defense. Again, another good example of Clifton's defense on every possession, not taking any possessions off on the defensive end. And Bergoglio, no. Rebound comes out to Vasquez. They'll reset to Flete. To Healy. Nearly lost it, but was able to regain control. Nice bounce pass here to Ramos. Ramos, Healy. Healy for three. No, off the front iron. She gathers her own rebound. Vasquez there again. In and out. Vasquez again. Tries to run up. Healy comes out and do a reset. Good hustle there underneath there by Vasquez. Able to retain possession. Ramos with the turn. Flete. Vasquez. No. Rebound. Healy. She'll pull it out. Reset. Here is Ramos. Ramos right-handed curl. Good push. What's the call? It's going to be offensive. And that's going to be the fourth on Ramos. A little bit too much with the left hand there. And that's going to be her fourth. Let's see if Coach Giordano decides to sit Ramos. Certainly when she was on the bench in the first half, there was a momentum shift in favor of Dover. Fourth personal on Ramos. So she's going to stay on the floor. Coach Giordano's letting her stay on the floor. Doesn't look like anybody's coming in at the moment as Dover will inbounds. Nearly stolen. It is stolen by Bergoglio. Finds Ramos. Ramos underneath. No. Front iron. Gathers her own rebound. Pushes it back out to Bergoglio. And ball is tipped out of bounds. Good hands there by Leah Majuka, number 21. She is a junior. 35-12 now as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Clean look here by Flete, in and out. Rebound Ramos, her sixth, but a foul on the floor. It'll be the second team foul. Foul will be on the floor. I don't believe it was any act of shooting. Healy will inbounds underneath. First personal on Castillo. Second team foul on Dover. 3-team foul so far here for Clifton. With 3:07 left to go here, third quarter. As Casey Mullen, she checks back in. And it's stolen. Stolen by number 32, Castillo. She'll look to settle here. Here is number 13, Gomez. Gomez to Majuka. Leah Majuka, right-handed dribble in the paint. Out to the wing. Clean look. 12-footer. No. Rebound comes back out. That's little, but stolen by Vasquez. Flete has Bergoglio. Bergoglio underneath all alone. Off glass and in. Christina Bergoglio on transition. Good look there by Flete. Now 37-12 in favor of the Mustangs. Good tee there by Mullen. Looks like she slipped. She seems okay. Out to the wing. Nearly stolen by Bergoglio. Dover will reset a deep three. No, off iron. Rebound. Long rebound comes out to Bergoglio. Christina Bergoglio will bring the ball up court. Flete. Bounce pass Vasquez. Yes! Good ball movement there by the Mustangs as Bergoglio to Flete to Vasquez. And Vasquez off glass knocks it down. Vasquez on the floor a long time here today, certainly contributing to the success of the Mustangs. Here is Majuka, defended by Mullen. Finding Castillo and knocking it down. Castillo, that's her 6th point, as Castillo cuts the lead to 39-14. Bergoglio, not afraid to contact. Here is Flete. Flete to Bergoglio. Bergoglio, high pressure there, finds Vasquez again. Left hand, and the foul! What a look by Christina Bergoglio. Her 4th time of the game. Finds Vasquez with the left hand. And Vasquez, that's one thing you notice with the right hand or the left. Has a nice touch underneath as Healy will check back in and Payumo will take a seat. Full wagon change also for Dover, as Natalie Vasquez at the charity stripe for the traditional 3. Official just making sure everything's in order. Vasquez looking for the 3-point play. Shoots it. Off iron. Rebound. Gomez. Gomez finds number 3, Monterola. Monterola out to the wing here with Cabrera. Cabrera, Majuka. Majuka checked by Mullen. Nearly stolen. Here is Castillo. Deep floater, no. Good hands here by Vasquez as Healy gathers. Healy nearly lost the handle, but what's the call going to be there? And it's going to be a travel on Healy. Good hustle by Healy. She just lost the handle. So a travel called. Dover will possess. 41-14, minute 4 left to go here, 3rd quarter. And Dover here again in possession. High screen by Gomez. Out to the wing here, Monterola. Christina Bergoglio nearly the steal, and it will still be possession of Dover. The possession arrow is in favor of Dover also, as they will look in bounce. Good hands by Healy, and it'll be Clifton ball. Sonia Healy with good hands, and Bergoglio will bring up it. Now we're less than a minute left to go here in the 3rd quarter. High press here by Dover. Bergoglio able to avoid it. Finds Flete. Bergoglio. Bergoglio, 10-footer, front iron. Rebound comes back out to Skates. Skates to Majuka. Here's Alicia Majuka. High screen by Gomez. No, rebound. No, where is it? Loose ball comes out of bounds. And it'll be Clifton ball. 3 team fouls each for both teams here, 3rd quarter, as we approach the 15-second mark. Here's Bergoglio, nearly stolen. Finds Vasquez again. Good look by Bergoglio. Vasquez alone underneath. Off glass. 43-14. Gomez. No, where is it? Rebound comes back out to Bergoglio. And that will end the 3rd quarter with the score. Clifton 43, Dover 14. We will be back at the start of the 4th quarter. All right, I'm going to bring it back sooner rather than later. This is Marcello Monti, last home game here for Clifton. Clifton outscoring Dover 12-4 in the 3rd quarter. They've outscored Dover in each quarter 19-2 in the 1st quarter. obviously got off to a very good start. Is Clifton. Nice cushion there, 17 points, outscoring Dover in the first quarter. Dover played tighter in the second quarter, there's no question. That quarter was pretty much even as Clifton outscored Dover 12-10.
Reminder that our Clifton Mustangs will travel to Kearney this Tuesday for the first round of the state tournament. Kickoff is at 6 p.m.
Yes, there it is. Mr. Lessler making the announcement. What an accomplishment for Clifton, qualifying 4 states. Of course, they won a county game already earlier in the year. They, of course, qualified for counties. Did win a county game here earlier in the year. Then, of course, lost a tightly contested contest to Valley on the road. But here they are, poised to win their 14th game. Pretty remarkable season for the Mustangs, led by Coach Lotito, Coach Giordano, Coach Sinke. Certainly all 3 play such an integral part of the success of the program. And, they're a lot to be proud of, and certainly these players, despite the ups and downs, have been fairly consistent. There's no question. Being able to get to 14-12 on the season, pretty remarkable. As Bergoglio, again, hustling right to the end. That's her second personal. Trying to reach around, but a little bit too much there. 7:41 left to go here in the final frame. As Dover will look to inbounds. Inside, no. Rebound, Ramos. Lashaya Ramos, senior. Trying to find Bergoglio, but the bounce pass went off the knee of Bergoglio. So Dover will inbounds with number 32, Natea Castillo. Weak side to Skates. Here's Majuka. Foul called on the floor on the act of shooting, so she will go to the line. Her third foul. Oh, Bergoglio's second personal already in the last minute or so. So second team foul. And going to the line is the junior Leah Majuka. And she knocks down the first. 7:29 left to go here in the final quarter. 43-15 in favor of the Mustangs. Rebound there, comes back out to Gomez. Stolen by Abreu. Payumo looking to help. What's the call? And it's going to be out of bounds on Payumo. So Dover will retain possession. Inbounding is going to be number 22, Emily Gomez. Gomez to Skates. Inside Gomez. Majuka. No. Where is it? Rebound. Good box out by Abreu. Abreu there again with Skates. Finds Bergoglio. Bergoglio in transition. Off glass. Yes. Christina Bergoglio attacking the rim. Extends the lead to 45-15. 30-point lead now for the Mustangs. Inside trying to find Gomez. But Bergoglio there. Good hands there by Ramos. Payumo. Yes! Nice look there by Bergoglio in transition. Finds Payumo for an easy bucket. Now 47-15. Deep three off iron. Rebound comes back out to Dover. Good hands there by Ramos. And it'll be Clifton ball as Stephanie Flete will check in.
Leaving our home court for the last time, number 12, Haley Abreu.
Haley Abreu, senior, coming in, giving valuable minutes for the Mustangs. As she will come off the court, being recognized by John Lessler, senior. Certainly all the seniors should be commended. I mean, it's a senior-heavy team. There's no question. As we mentioned before, though, there has been contributions from underclassmen, so that'll serve this program well. But there's no question the seniors are the leaders of this team, led by the ball handling of Christina Bergoglio, who knocks it down. She's really settled in. And certainly a player that throughout the season has just gotten better and better. Certainly someone who doesn't even necessarily have to score, is able to be a contributing factor to the team just with passing, rebounds, defense, steals, assists. So, somebody who I would think is going to be recognized at the county level. Stephanie Flete also, Lashaya Ramos, they should be recognized because all 3 players have been terrific this year. And here is Flete. Bounce pass to Bergoglio. Flete. Montoya. Montoya, nice dribble inside the paint. Nice ball by Montoya. Wow, that's a good move. She swirls into the paint with a right-handed teardrop. 51-15 now. And timeout called by Dover as David Ura will call a timeout, 30-second timeout. They'll look to settle things down as we have 5 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. And as John Lester said before, he made the announcement, I'm sure there'll be a good crowd at Kearney come Tuesday. That's a 6 p.m. start. Certainly Kearney, they're ranked number 4 for a reason. They have a couple players that are, high scoring. But, again, Clifton is going to be right there with the senior leadership of Bergoglio, Ramos, and Flete. If they continue to play defense the way they have for most of the season, I would expect that it's going to be a ball game come Tuesday as a deep three. Nice shot. Loya Mojica with a deep three, 51-17. So certainly it's going to be a good game to watch, folks. That's a 6 p.m. start come Tuesday. I think that Clifton certainly has an opportunity despite being the lower seed as Bergoglio from the free throw line. No, Montoya was there, but coming around is Dover on the rebound. And that's a good rebound by Castillo. So it'll be a tightly contested contest. Looking forward to it. Clifton, the 13 seed, playing the 4 seed. Kearney comes 6 o'clock come Tuesday. Winner will play in that bracket the 5-12 seed. Montoya and Payumo leaving for the last time their senior year. All 3 seniors, along with Abreu, being recognized, coming off the court for the last time in their high school career. And here is Bergoglio, Flete. Mullen nearly stolen, and it is stolen by Dover, but Bergoglio comes out, helps out a teammate, gets the ball back as she pushes up court. No, stolen by Dover. Coming back is Vasquez. And ball will go out of bounds with 3:35 left to go. Christina Bergoglio being recognized, leaving the home court for the last time as a senior. What a year for Christina Bergoglio. Certainly you could see last year coming into her own, but this year certainly has taken over as a senior, and she, no question, is the leader of this team, and she'll be counted behind come Tuesday. She'll need to play well, and everybody knows that. She's going to have to come through for the Clifton come Tuesday. She'll be well rested as now we have Sunday, Monday. She'll get a couple days off as with the rest of the team, as the game now is a 6 o'clock start. So looking forward to that for sure, as Ramos, certainly another player that for Clifton will have to play well. And Coach Latino knows that. He's going to depend on his seniors. And there is Ramos being recognized at home for the last time. What a game by Ramos. I mean, the development of this player alone, unbelievable. Second leader scorer for Clifton. Again, coming through in the clutch here today. And here is Healy on the court with Flete. Mullen on the floor. Checking in is Sophia Rabel. She's on the floor with Vasquez. Flete off the back iron, comes down a little good. Rebound comes out to Dover. Pushing up the court here is Little. Little double team there by Clifton. Now 2 minutes left to go here in the game as Majuka out to the wing. Inside the paint, good defense here by Clifton. Teardrop, no. Rebound, where is it? Healy comes out, and she gathers, and she will give it to Mullen. Casey Mullen will bring the ball up court. Here is Stephanie Flete. Yes! Stephanie Flete with a clean look, knocks down the 3, and she will be recognized as she comes off the court. Stephanie Flete. What a way to go out on a home court on senior year, coming off a 3. She gives hugs to her coaches. Fans are going crazy here at Clifton High School, as certainly recognizing the hard work and dedication of all the seniors. As we approach now the minute mark, rebound, Vasquez. Vasquez to Rabel. She'll hand off to Mullen, and she'll look to settle as now 54-18 in favor of the Mustangs. Mullen. And ball is...
We also want to acknowledge number 2,
Gianna Colon being recognized. She's on the bench, unfortunately, with that injury, but certainly someone, despite the injury, has been such an integral part of the team off court, getting hugs by Coach Sinkyu. Certainly being recognized as she should. Was the starting goaltender for the varsity soccer team. Had over 300 saves in her career. Certainly was playing so well there this year. Again, you know, it's tough being injured, especially with the success of the team, but she'll be back, though. You know, you have flag football, too, coming. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize that. Certainly we'll bring to you live flag football as the clock will wind down, as Rabel will pass out, and the clock will come to an end with the score. The final score, 54-18. So Clifton will enter into the state tournament with a record of 14-12. Good luck to the Lady Mustangs come Tuesday. For Clifton Live Stream Sports, here live in Clifton is Miss Joanna Hustler along with me, Marcello Monti. We're happy to bring it to you here live. Certainly we'll be back live again come spring. As I mentioned, we'll bring to you all spring sports. Until then, have a good rest of the day, folks. Stay safe tomorrow with tomorrow's storm coming. Be careful out there, and we'll see everyone back